DDAmanda is the #1 stock screener and scanner. This is how we're finding these winners early, guys. Simple to use by total beginners. Got advanced features for professional traders. Great support, 1 hour free one-on-one training, and check out these testimonials. I mean, they're off the hook. Guys love this program, and they're making a ton of money.
Okay, I'm working on this, getting this pin out. This is a case 580, and the first thing I did is I welded this grade 8 bolt to the end of the pin, okay? And that allowed me to, I just used this socket here, put that on there. Then I had some washers, and I screwed a bolt on here, and I screwed a nut on here, and then that nut finally tore out. But I was able to put a lot of pressure on it, on that nut, with this with this cheater bar, and that made significant tension on pulling it this way. When I started, this snap ring was all the way up against here, but now I've made about an 1/8 inch of progress so far. And what I did is I, put the tension on it, heavy duty tension. I've got some more nuts on order. This is a fine thread grade 8 5/8 inch bolt. So I've got some more nuts on order, and I'm going to continue after I get them. Now the other thing I did, because this is a real motherfucker, pardon my German, I don't know why they machine these so tight. When I get this out of here, if I do, I'm going to put this sucker in my lathe and take it down about 40 thousandths or something. There's no reason why this should be tight. I mean, so there's a little bit of play in it, so what? Anyway, here's some other unique things I did. I drilled holes all the way down to the pin through this, okay? And then I used muriatic acid, which dissolves rust, and I just, kept putting it in here and washing it out. Now, eventually, enough acid and enough rust got dissolved, so this one is leaking, and I think this one, not leaking, but it's going all the way out somewhere. Like, I think this is coming out here. Yeah, you can see it's wet there. So these on this side are still they still retain, I think. Yeah, those are still holding. But the idea was to use this muriatic acid, because muriatic acid dissolves rust like you wouldn't believe. It just eats it right up. It's kind of cold now, so it's not working that good. But I, warmed it up and tried to get as much rust out of there as I could. At this point, since these are already, these are both going down, there's no more point to doing it this, keep with the muriatic acid here, because it's just running out. So at this point, I'm going to go to, I'm going to boil out the muriatic acid and start hitting it with CB Blaster. I found this stuff, and start soaking it. Okay. Also on this end, I beat the living crap out of it with this heavy duty sledge, and that helped somewhat. This was way out here before, so I've moved it about an 1/8 of an inch, so I busted it loose anyway. And I also welded a part of a bolt. It's flattened now, but I welded part of a short bolt to this, and I was just beating the living crap out of it with, sledge. And the other thing I did is I tapped these, and the idea was that I could force, put pressure, seal this, and put pressure on this to get it to, the muriatic acid, to get it to spread out more. But that didn't work too well. I tried Teflon tape, I tried some other sealers, but I was trying to create a hydraulic pressure with this screw, and that didn't really work that well. Well, it looks like that one's going down. So at this point, I'm done with the muriatic acid. Uh, anyway, and I jammed these chisels in here to provide, just to stop. I think I heated up with a torch. I mean, I got this thing cherry to where the it was already melting right here and also on this side. And I noticed when I started heating this one, you hear those little clicks, tut tut, and that means the pin is moving. It's breaking loose. So right now I'm going to heat it up and boil out all the acid and start hitting it with penetrating solvents. Now here's a little trick for starting. Guys, guys light these torches all wrong. Okay, so they turn on the acetylene and then they light it. And then you get all that black shit going all over hell and gone, and you're probably breathing it. What I do is I give it just a tiny bit of oxygen, give it a little oxygen. Now when you light it, it's not going to do that, okay? See, it's already started. I don't know if you can see that, but what you want to do for a neutral flame is that little blue flame on the inside, you want to make that go away. So it's just gone away. But anyway, let's heat this sucker up. I hope I got enough gas left. And boil out all that acid and get it nice and dry in there. I don't have a rosebud. I wish I did to make it easier because, you really got to heat this thing up. And, I mean, this is working all right, but. So let's get this really super hot. I think I'm running low on gas. So I already burned an 80, those big tanks there. I already burned up all the oxygen, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to get this nice and toasty. It's not going to move because I have no tension on it. But I am going to boil out all the, get rid of all the muriatic acid. Before, well, let me get this hot. Yeah, I'm almost out of gas. Let's just get this sucker as hot as I can. Get rid of all that water and muriatic acid. I'll go get this one hot too. And to set it off, I just set off the acetylene, and then she pops, and then I turn off the O2. That's just so not a bunch of crap goes out in the air. Let's shut down the tank. Oh, there's one other thing I had to do. Look at this. It's a freaking nightmare. The other thing I had to do before I welded something onto here, I was beating it just the end of the pipe, and it just mushroomed it. So I had to take the grinder and just grind all that down to make it, so it'll go through. And I guess that's it for now. Let's see how hot this is. See if this boils out yet. Well, I guess I don't know if I got it hot enough. It is boiling out, so hopefully there's no more muriatic or water left in there. So from here on out, we're gonna We're gonna go penetrating, you know. I saw this on a coach. This ultra. I don't know how good it is. We'll find out. I'm gonna hit it with PB Blaster too, and I think I got some Crano left over there. Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted on this, and yeah, these are a mother. These are a real. I even called Case, you know, the service department, and asked them if they had any tricks on doing this, and they said no. They said they struggle with them also, and they said just you got to keep heating it and beating it, you know. But anyway, I think hopefully this will work now, and once I get massive tension on here again, to pull this out, and I'll just, you know, I'll just do a little bit of vibration tapping, you know. Try to get that penetrating oil to go all the way through. Alright guys, I'll keep you posted on my progress, but what a pain. Okay. Oh, I gotta do the other one too. On that one I'm gonna pull it out this way. But you know what, I did the front grabber rams on another video, and those seals in there, I don't know what they make them out of, chewing gum? But those seals just, you know, disintegrate. I don't know whether the guy, previous owner, put in aftermarket or not, but it's not that old. It doesn't have the hours on it. I think those were OEM, and I don't know what the hell they did, but those seals, you know, they're not just supposed to, you know, crumble and fall apart. So I'm kind of disappointed in Case on that, and I'm really disappointed that they make the tolerances on these pins so tight. It's not necessary, especially on an outrigger. Jesus. You know, have a little bit of play. I'm almost thinking the guy did it on purpose, you know, to just, I mean, can you imagine all the guys that try to get these pins out and every one of them has a nightmare? Unbelievable. There really are evil people in the world, I think. I mean, I don't think, I know. Okay, guys. Okay, oh, one more thing. This is moving on the pin, okay? I mean, it's tight, but it's moving. So what I just did is I beat it to move it to this side. I need to grind the end off of here so it doesn't hit the pin. But see, I'm moving it to this side so that this will move. If it is attached to the, well, it is tight on the pin, but what will happen is now the only resistance is here and here. Okay, there's no resistance from this because this can move now. Okay, so once I put the tension on it, we'll see what happens. This gap should open up. Okay, as this pin keeps going out. Okay, I thought I'd add that. So when I pull it now, I'm not going to be using the chisels because I want this to move with the pin, okay, and that'll tell me also. So I'm just going to do the pull on it with the nut once I get them. Okay, that's it. That's finally it, I think. Okay, I found a nut at the hardware store, believe it or not. So I was trying to do it with Teflon tape to keep the friction down, but I guess we're just going to go with anti-seize. This is the copper kind. Now I've got some bigger nuts on order. This is just a regular grade 8, but I've got some tall ones because you want to get as much thread as you can, you know. But anyway, let's, how many washers should we use? We can use 3, but on the taller ones I'll take some of these washers off. And, it's a little tight. 15/16. I might have stretched those threads. I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on. I'm not going to put way too much on, but I'll put some pretty good pressure on here. And let's put some pressure on here, some pulling power. Because I don't want to fuck them up again. But this is grade 8, so that should be good for now. Just to get some pullage on there. And maybe some tap, tap, tap will work. I don't know. Oh, I want to measure. Fuck. I need to measure. Make sure that all this is going to go past this. All this around here, because where I beat it, where I ground it. I want to make sure that I have that pin's going to go past here. Alright, so that's it. We'll just let it sit here for a while and periodically check the tension, make sure it's, you know, pretty tight. And if it gets loose, like with the tap, 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 I don't want to do too much because I don't want to mushroom this again. If it gets loose, you know, keep tightening it. Oh yeah, see, now that did something. That loosened something up. So maybe we're making progress here, kids. Anyway, I'll keep plugging away at this. Yeah, I took that off. I want to measure this pin, get a good measurement of this pin. What do we got here? We're at 1.506, 1.50, 1.5. Alright. 1.5. So I gotta be less than 1.5. Okay. So make sure I've got there 149. 149. I think I'm good here. 132. Make sure I don't have anything sticking out. Okay, cool. Oh, one more thing. I thought of this. I've got it under tension. I got a couple of heavy wrenches here. So I'll know as soon as this moves, when this drops, and then I'll just reset it. So it's under pretty good tension. I don't want to put too much on it. I don't want to strip out the bolt. That's the last thing I want. So just, it's got pretty good pressure, probably a few tons. And now I'm just going to play with it, maybe bang on it. I'm going to heat it up in a little while and see, watch it move, see if it moves. Okay, I think I like this trick. I could probably put more weight on there. Anyway. Okay. More heating and beating. And I got it all the way almost to the point. And so she's just started to go in. I got some gaps here. Now, the problem is I need to be able to beat it, right? Because I'm going to run out of room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld this socket. This is an impact socket. I'm going to weld that sucker right there. Okay. And hopefully... But anyway, you know, problems have solutions. They have any number of solutions. So once I weld this on, I'll be able to beat the fuck out of it here. But then I realized something. This is a socket, right? So you know what I can do now? This just came to me. I can put an impact on here and try to spin this thing backwards and forwards and hopefully break some of this rust loose. Ain't that a kick in the butt? I wish I would have thought of that earlier, but you know what? That's going to work out great. Because I can try to turn it, and that impact will give it that vibration to hopefully let this penetrating, get in there. And if I can spin this thing, she's coming out easy. Anyway, let me get to work on that.
Everybody that tries DDAmanda absolutely loves her. These are all unsolicited, by the way. We didn't even ask people. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. So worth it. Probably made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Having everything I need to research on one page is definite time saver. Single day, 1525 profit. 15K on my first DD. Look at this guy. I don't know what to think about this one, man. This guy says he made 30 million. Read this shit. I don't know. He sounds kind of legit. I fucking love DDAmanda. Your program is the best tool I've ever used in the last 21 years. It just goes on and on. Okay, if you trade stocks, or if you're even thinking about trading stocks, this is for you guys. This is what you need. This is DDAmanda. It's the #1 stock screener and scanner that's out there. And it uses both user input and AI to find and research winning stocks. And it says right here, easy enough to use by total beginners. There's really no learning curve at all. You can be finding stocks within about 5 minutes after you log in. And it also has a lot of advanced features that are used by professional traders. Our mission is to help you make money by investing in stocks. That's the bottom line. That's what you want from something like this, Now, I use this all the time, and I've found some amazing runners. You've got here, look at this. They give you 1 hour of free one-on-one training and instant support. Having good support on a program is just so critical, I mean, here's their phone number right here. You can just call and text. They've got some testimonials here. I want to show you these because they're pretty amazing. I mean, look at this. This is what people think of her. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. This guy made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Everything I need to research. I wasn't even in Amanda one week, and he made 10,000 bucks. So these testimonials, it just goes on and on here. So anyway, they've got if you want to try, look at all these features. Dollars traded, 7MA crossovers, all sorts of stuff. But they've got an $8 a day trial subscription, so you can check her out and see if you like her. And some other subscription levels here. Anyway, I highly recommend this, guys, and do check it out and make some money.